welcome back to my critical Let's Play of Max Payne 3. Going into Chapter 6 I think we're up to. We saw this cutscene at the end of the last video, but as with all these episodes it's going to be a bit of overlap, since I like the transition so much. I don't really have enough to say through this a whole second time, so we'll just watch it and enjoy.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard. Come on.
I'm up.
Yeah? You don't look up.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you and interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks. Really, I'm not in the mood.
Okay, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go, come on. Take your time, man. Fucking unbelievable. Jesus.
I heard that.
Oh, give me a second. I'm not feeling so good.
Bom dia.
Alice estava aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual,
Tudo bem.
não? Ah,
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save...
I know. I just wish I knew what was happening and why.
Yes, who has it in for our family? I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us? I do a lot of good in this town. A lot!
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I get Fabiana back, I think I will move us to Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come.
Some really interesting, just like glances from different characters. Like the way douchebag bro just kind of looked over when we talked about moving to Miami.
Brother. Yes, these are tough times.
Like why did that? Why was that a startling to
Like when father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting a brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating, embarrassing for sure. But now this is different. This is the end for me.
Well, she's not dead. Maybe we'll be lucky and get her back safe soon.
I can almost guarantee it, if you do as I ask.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife.
So we're not sure what he asks, like what he's asking him.
For all of us. Hmm? Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker,
Senhor?
let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Sr. Branco. And may I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Até logo, Sr. Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money. Not my wife. I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Am I? I don't know. I try to be. But maybe I'm just another rich fool. Just like the rest of my friends.
com licença. Tem uma ligação para o senhor, policial chamado Sr. da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another bent cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess.
O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus! Sim, pode entrar!
Senhor, temos um problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado.
I can see that!
We got men entering the building, and the office won't lock down.
Posso?
Claro que pode. It's not working. There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million, and you expect to push a button to be able to make all your problems go away. Like that was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence. I'm done, Max.
Sir, let us handle this. You stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
I should be able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
I really like the transition into shooting in this part.
Down behind the desk, now, both of you.
Like, just you've been talking for ages, and then suddenly he just rams through here, and there's just people instantly. You know, this is a really nice environment. It's like light, spacious. There's a lot of thick glass to break. Paper goes flying in the air. Really satisfying space for a skirmish. And that door is just swinging back and forward. So these are obviously not the, whatever the gangsters are called. These are the paramilitaries. The ones, you know, they're a lot harder to kill, they're wearing bulletproof vests. We saw these guys. Where did we see them? In the stadium. These are the people that came to steal the money.
Come on. We need to get you to the server room. Let's go. Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa?
I like this constant juxtaposition with Max and these other people. These people that clearly aren't as cold to the world as Max is, and actually, you know, see all this murder and mayhem and violence is actually quite
paid off or
terrifying.
That left us.
In a way that Max doesn't.
Comforting thought.
And it kind of makes you realize that Max is kind of a bit dead to the world, really. Accidentally picked up 2 Uzis.
Code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
You know, bullet holes in there from, you know, while we were playing, like that real permanency.
Keeping the right people out.
Oh shit! What the hell?
I really like the number of times, you saw it in the last level as well, that enemies jump through a door just as you enter the room.
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's probably a technical reason for these cutscenes to just focus on the other person moving for way too long.
It was a lot shinier than a favela, and rent'd be easier to collect. Maybe Bronco would take pity on all the poor bastards who got evicted. I just had to keep him alive to find out.
I managed security system. Security? Shit!
So the suggestion there is that that his like real estate plans are going to cause a lot of favelas to be demolished. Should probably take a pistol with me rather than 2 Uzis.
The server room is just past those cubicles. O que eu falei? O que eu falei? A próxima pessoa. Fica calado.
I really like this relationship between these two. It's almost this fatherly thing in this way that's really messed up, that, you know, he's putting his boy at risk.
Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Eu vou por aqui, você.
I think Bullet Live, all the cover just gets destroyed. Music is quite a bit more dramatic than in previous parts, but still that slow thud. It's a thud instead of a drone now. And people are just everywhere in this part. It's really easy for them to end up behind you. No, I actually did that. That's probably the best I've ever done that.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back.
Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room is just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Hey? I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing.
Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that.
It's another sense that we, you know, have messed up, that we should have been prepared for this, but weren't. Maybe it's this part I always get stuck on. Just all the damage is just very nice in slow motion, just watching it all fall apart. So like, looking at this area now, which was like perfectly clean when we started this, is kind of what I mean by like, come on, another glitch. This is what I mean by like being able to see your actions inscribed on the landscape in a really violent way, obviously, but it just makes your actions feel a lot more impactful. Like there's a real weight to them in the world. You know, being able to look around at it and go, wow, that's all what I did, what was done because of me. All those bullet holes and all that broken glass. You know, just that real sense of permanence to it. Which Vlambeer often talk about is like really satisfying as well. You see it in Nuclear Throne a lot. It just really adds a lot to the game.
Come on, move. You gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's.
The security system is back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates.
So Max gets a real sense that he's,
Horse, when the alarm is down and your standing army is,
you know, missing something. But then he's like, no, I'm just an idiot. I'm just not very good at my job.
Overlook the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out.
I like that moment when he was walking down the stairs, he wasn't holding his pistol up either. He was just kind of taking a breather.
Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on.
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir!
There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. They could replace these on Monday morning. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo.
So you're getting the sense that the three brothers are pretty important.
No wonder they had the common touch.
There's something about their relationship that isn't quite right. Another dead woman. Shock horror.
Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
So for some reason the front door didn't lock down, like the rest of the building locked down. I don't really explain that. Oh, maybe I should have gone for a tire. What do I do? I can't even remember. Oh, there we go. Take out the driver. And then you like leap over the counter. It's actually quite organic when you don't mess it up. Oh, I've lost my crosshair and all the broken glass. I love that, like, it kind of... I just want to talk about that. So, like, you had the cutscene, then it went to that slow motion cinematic bit with the car coming at you, which then transitioned into another slow motion cinematic bit of you leaping up onto the desk and into midair. The then transitioned into like the 1 second cutscene of him scrambling up for cover, and now you're shooting people. There's this really great flow to it. And it's great because you have hardly any cover here as well. Like you just feel like just really caught unawares. Spend all my ammo because I know what's coming up. So then you get this heavy weapon guy. Fortunately, there's not too many of these in the game because, like, there's nothing actually fun about having to shoot a guy more times than you normally shoot a guy. So like, you do the insta-kill thing to like save yourself, but he doesn't actually die, and now he's gonna kill me. I mean, like, it just took me way too long to stand up. Like, it's just not. It's in no way enjoyable fighting that kind of person. Just one of those poor decisions of like, hey, what about an enemy with more health? Right, jumping out of there again was probably a bad life decision. It takes him so long to stand up. Which, like, you know, again, is normally totally fine. Because normally the game doesn't put you against this ridiculous kind of enemy. Alright, this time don't dive out of cover, Brendan. I guess I gave him less health or something to make it easier for me.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
So the poor secretary got smashed by a jeep as well as shot in the head. Takes in the damage. Probably wouldn't have my back. So again, you see like there's a bullet hole in his spine from where we were playing. These high-end painkillers, so who cares?
It wasn't going to be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
think he would have taken the secretary in with him. Right, that would have been a nice thing to do.
Eu já tentei.
Senor Bronco, open up! I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad, the little luxury runner.
I bet he goes back and gets a purse. It's a really nice little touch.
Literally as well as metaphorically.
Rodrigo! Rodrigo! Rodrigo!
And Rodrigo's dead. So nothing's going well for Max. Everyone he was meant to protect is dead or kidnapped still.
Of course he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues.
Love those small touches, like he opened up all the window so he could see, which is going to be important when he has to get out of his room very quickly soon.
Low key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall?
So someone snuck in and killed him while everyone else was being all gung-ho, which
Fabiana.
suggests maybe the murderer wasn't part of the other people.
Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved.
I love is that he like drops the picture while trying to open the alcohol. It's like really nice symbolism for how mess,
Picking a photo from the broken fragments.
you know,
Something.
what a mess he was. But of course that also saves his life because he sees the bomb. One of a few kind of like transitions to black to kind of gives the sense that Max was out for a while.
It meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me.
And again, his body's changed again. Like he's clearly in a lot of pain. He's injured. You know, waves of smoke out of his eyes.
Perfect. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get
Clothes are all burnt and charred. Like it's really nice attention to detail of him.
Look at me. I've been contracted to protect.
Weird camera change there, where like I'm controlling it right now, but from a fixed camera angle.
Sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head, and the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. Shit. If I survived this, it'd be a victory for gross incompetence. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency.
So this guy seems to like want your help, and of course someone Max liked is dead, and so he's too pissed off to really do anything about it.
One would be rebooting his system. Poor bastard.
Yeah, and Max managed to survive while everyone else dies. Others, you have very few bullets and no painkillers.
Die here. Move.
He kind of preps himself on. I think his gunfighter shot when he dropped it and it hit me. So you're moving pretty slowly and limping, like... He's in a bad way, Max.
Rodrigo or not, Fabricas Bronco is falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Not your greatest observation, Max. I'm going to die very soon. Don't think I'm getting through this in one life.
Go, Max, move.
Alright, okay. So I can't dive here. I was going to dive and then talk about how weird it is to dive here, but it's actually kind of quite nice if you can't. Because, you know, he's pretty badly injured. So you might have just noticed with my health, I was like a millimeter of health left and it just kind of went down a bit. Kind of a meaningless amount of health to recharge automatically.
From the inside out, I had to go.
Blast cracks to kind of tell you where you need to go.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trick would be a
So this slows down for this part, so I guess you can hear him talking at the same time.
No one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week.
So the kind of monotone narration also gives you a sense that he's actually like afraid of things as well, in a way that his actual emotions don't. So back at the entrance, you can see the upside down Jeep in the background on the left.
Was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Hey! Why? Why Rodrigo Bronco?
Why? What?
Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
We came to kill you. Because of what you did to us. You killed so many of us.
What reason did this poor bastard have to lie? He would be dead from shock.
So paramilitary then was here to get revenge on Max for all the paramilitaries he killed at this station.
Where's Fabiana?
What?
Fabiana Bronco, where is she?
La Comando Sombra got her. Up the hill.
Then it was up the hill for me, I guess, where the gang held sway. I had to try to figure out who was using these angry paramilitary clowns as some kind of front to kill Rodrigo.
You get these nice kind of compromises with Max's character, where he's not a completely hateful character, but he's also not great either. Like the way he like saved that guy's life as far as he dragged him out of a fire, but then just dumped him there.
I was a mess. Rodrigo Bronco was dead. Fabiana was held hostage. I had no idea who was behind any of this. I felt like a fool. I was a sweaty, gray-haired mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die.
Right, so this is the scene I thought the last one was, where he decides
At least then I would see who shot.
clumsily that he's going to sober up, that he's going to turn his life around and become a better person.
It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather.
I bet the way I read that is like he was going to shave, but then decided, screw it, I'm going to keep the beard, and take off the hair instead. So then we end up with the Max that we normally see at future, you know, in all the marketing material for this Max Payne. A very different Max from the previous games. Bald with a beard.
At least I was facing in the right direction.
His wounds healed up quite quickly, but the scar's still there, which I really like. So again, you got that kind of through the physical look of him, this idea of how, you know, how time has passed, which I really like, you know, through it. And that works for flashbacks as well, when we go back to Head and beardless Max. So that's the end of that chapter, and we go down into the favelas and see a very different world in the next level. So I will keep that there for now. Thanks.